Hey guys, Steadfast RC back with another video today. Gonna be a little bit different video today. This is just something else that I'm into big time, and that's guns. Today I got the Air Venturi Avenger. That's this air rifle right here. This is 25 caliber big bore air rifle, and it's got an inbuilt tank right here that holds average about 4,000 psi, a little over 4,000 psi in that. It's a PCP air rifle, which means you don't have to cock it or anything like that. You have to charge this tank, and then you get around 20 shots full power with this thing. And this is a 25 caliber, so just for reference, here's a 17 caliber or 177 that most of you guys, if you know air rifles at all, if you ever had one when you were a kid, or a BB gun, they're 17 caliber. This is a 25 caliber next to it, so as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. These are the Apollo Dome 25 grain, what I'm going to be trying to sight it in with today. And then if that goes good, I might use some of these Grizzly H&N slugs right here and just see how that shoots in comparison. These are a lot heavier. But I haven't shot this thing very much. I've had it for a while. I need to get it zeroed in better because it's a PCP and they're like pinpoint accurate once you get them sighted in. And just today I got this Vevor high pressure air pump, because that was kind of what was holding me back for sighting it in. Is I had a hand pump for this thing, and you just like work your brains out trying to pump it up about every 12 shots or so. Really hard, because like I said, it's a 4,000 psi tank. So I got this high pressure pump right here off Amazon, pretty cheap. It was like 150 bucks or so. We'll see how that goes. And I have a target right behind the dump truck down there. Zoom way in. It's at 53 yards, and we'll take a few shots there and see how it goes. Got a crosswind of probably 10 or 12 miles an hour sustained, I would say. So that might affect a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, let's take some shots, and I'm going to set up another camera down there close to the target and just see where we go with like the first 3 shots or 5 shots or whatever. This is a seriously powerful air rifle. There's people on YouTube that have killed hogs and stuff with it at like 50 yards, so it's not like your typical, you know, Red Ryder 17 caliber pellet rifle. This thing, you can hunt big game with it. Alright, got the other camera theoretically recording down there. Got the 8-round magazine loaded up. Let's see how this goes. These sandbags adjusted a little better. About a half-inch high, pretty centered looks like. Get at least a 3-shot group for an average. Close. Well, that one flew wild. Man, that's a crap group, really. That could be down to these pellets though, I don't know. Go on, get. The dog's all excited. That was better, that was in with the first ones. Better. Alright, I gotta cover up some of those holes. Can't tell, I'm probably just cutting holes. Still recording? Good. Yeah, these, let's see, I think there's 4 shots right in here, which is acceptable. These flyers over here are pretty weird though. I have to cover those up and bump it down. Well, yeah, I'll bump it down a couple clicks just because it's a little high. I like it a little high at 50 yards usually, that way it'll drop in at further ranges, but I think I'll bump it down a couple clicks. So I'm just using these colored dots you can get at basically any store for like school supplies and whatnot. They're pretty cheap. And then I just cover up my shots here, so when I do the next round of sighting, I know that, you know, I know which shots are what. I think I'll bump that down 2 clicks. Those aren't sticking very well. Hopefully they stay on. Bump that down a couple clicks and see where we go from there. Alright, so I kind of quickly went through the part of the instructions here to try to figure out exactly how to use this air pump, just because it is very high pressure and that can be dangerous. So it looks like this goes here. This is my 12 volt power pack that I made right here with an inverter, and I'll just hook these up to that. Fans coming on. Pretty serious fan. Put this other end into the air rifle tank. Okay. The lead valve is closed. I'm going to be watching the gauge on this as well as the gauge on this, just for double verify. Here we go. Shaking the whole table. Definitely pumping it up. I want to get it to about the red line, which is 4,300 psi roughly. This is going to be so much nicer than hand pumping it. Well, I'll let this get pumped up and get back with you guys. I'll tell you one thing, this is way better than doing it by hand. Alright, got the other camera set up again. Got this thing pumped up with the air pump. I turned down the scope 2 clicks, which should be about a 1/4 inch at 50 yards. And we'll see how this goes. Man, that was so much nicer pumping that thing up with the pump rather than by hand. Only took a couple minutes compared to like 5 doing it with the other one. Elevation's good, but that was right. Way right and high. Cutting holes, man, that was a tight group. This is too far right. I'm going to click it left a few clicks. I gotta go cover them up again. I'm cutting holes. I can't tell where I'm shooting. Yeah, that's a better group. I just gotta move it left and maybe down a little. I think the wind is pushing it a little bit at this range. Fairly windy. Ooh, in the red on the bullseye. Now if that group stays consistent. The wind is actually moving the table a little bit. Wow, I think I just cut holes. Yeah, I gotta go look at that. Those are so close I can't tell. Might as well bring you guys along. If those three are touching, oh, I gotta get my dots to cover it up. If those three shots are touching right there, that's gonna be great. Basically have it dialed, I think, if that's the case. These dots aren't as sticky as I like them to be, so I think they're falling off. No, I'm gonna have to rewatch. So I think we got one there, one there, one there, which is horrible grouping. All right, I'm gonna cover these up, try it again, and if I get grouping like that, I'm gonna have to clean the barrel or something and see what's going on, because it should be way better than that. All right, guys, so I had a theory while I was setting up back here again. I got the regulator turned up on this thing, and I'm wondering if I got it turned up too much and it's destabilizing the pellet in flight, because this thing's cooking. I mean, I can hear it shooting real fast. So I'm gonna shoot through the chronograph a few times. When I don't have it backwards like an idiot. I'm gonna shoot through the chronograph a few times. That'll give me the speed of the pellets, get a average on those, and just see how fast it's shooting, because it may be going too fast and destabilizing the pellet. We'll see. I'll show you guys how to load these rotary magazines. Just turn them around like that. Start dropping pellets in. Let it come back. They're a little bit weird to figure out how to use if you haven't done them before. But it's pretty cool when you got an 8-shot magazine instead of just a single shot tray like I have been using. We'll shoot at least 5 and see what the chronograph says. I had to cut the video for a second. My wife said she's on her way home and bringing lunch. I'll allow it. Okay, here we go. First shot. That is not in feet per second. MPS, I don't even know what that means. Miles per second, who knows? Not what I need though. Okay, how do we switch this to feet per second? Okay, take 2. Figured out the chronograph. Switch to feet per second instead of MPS, whatever that means. Shot number 2. Well, shot number 1, I guess. 887. 886. 889. 891. 883. Yeah, standard deviation is looking pretty good at about 890-ish. So I don't think we're shooting too fast. Yeah, I'll shoot another group and see what's going on. Can't get it to come down. Let's go look at those. Let me know if you guys like a little bit of firearms content once in a while. Because like I said, I do other stuff besides RC for sure. Archery, guns, fishing, that sort of stuff. Really into knives. So out of those groups I was just shooting, that was the first one. That's the second one, the third one, fourth one. So yeah, it's just continually shooting high a little bit. Well, we'll go bump it down a little more, I guess. got the alignment right, or better now anyway. That might just be me pulling. I could bump it left a little maybe, we'll see. I think I'm gonna cut the video here, guys. We got it dialed in pretty good. Actually, let me shoot this fuel filter while I have the camera set up here. That might be entertaining for you guys. Alright, did that look cool? I bet it did. I'll find the filter. Back here. Made a pretty big dent in that thing. Didn't go through, but these dome pellets aren't really meant for penetration. But yeah, it made a big dent. I know what you're thinking, Steadfast RC. I want to start shooting guns right now. You can do it if you live in America. I recommend it highly. Before I go, just so this is video has some RC content in it, check out the track. I came down here to see if it was flooded or not. The whole corner's like, that tire's almost floating out there. There's probably a foot of water on that one corner. But before I go, I know this is a different type of content than is usually on my channel, but my channel used to be all about guns and knives and reviews on knives and that sort of thing, and then YouTube started throttling my videos and I couldn't get any traction with them. I had a couple videos where I had, in like a week, I had 30,000 views on them, and then the next day, nothing. They were just dead. So, you know, there were firearms reviews. Well, not firearms reviews, but gun-related shooting videos, stuff like that. And 30,000 views, getting tons of views every day, and then just dead. YouTube killed it. So that's when I kind of pivoted and started making the RC content with my other channel. And because that's something I love to do also, is the RC stuff. But I figured they're already throttling my channel. I mean, I've been doing this for over 10 years now on YouTube with various things, and I've only got a little over 2,000 subscribers, so I figured I might as well just make whatever kind of content I want. Once in a while it'll be like, you know, maybe a gun video or knife review or something like that, because I kind of miss doing that. I'd like to do them again, so I'm going to start doing it. And most of my stuff will still be RC videos, of course, but I guess if YouTube wants to further ban me or block my channel or whatever, they can come get some. Anyway, hope you have a good day, guys.